and hopefully help you save some money, make some money, at least avoid some stress. Who's had stress in their life? We've all had a little bit of that, right? You know, the funny thing is that most of the things that we worry about never come to pass. And I know this because my wife worries about a lot of things, or she used to. She's getting really good now. If I used to start writing down, she'd say, oh, you know, work is going to be really tough today, and it's going to be so busy, it's just going to be really hard. And so I just kind of write that down. After I tracked that for about 2 weeks, I said, you're definitely not Nostradamus, dear. You've got a 20% success ratio. So most of the things that we worry about never come to pass. So it's important to focus on the moment. You know, it's nice to have goals. We need to have goals. We need to plan for the future. We need to learn from the past. All those kind of things. But the only thing that really matters is what you're doing right now. Okay? Now is the only time that you have power to act. It's the only time that you have power to change things in your life. It's the only time that makes a difference. It's right now. What you do and how you decide to do. So I want to talk a little bit here about what are you selling? What business are we all in? Real estate. How many agents do we have out there? Got a good handful there. Those that aren't in my branch or aren't with Equity, I'm sorry, you should be, but we'll hit that later. What are we selling? What do we sell people? Dusty?
We sell them an idea. We sell them a dream.
Okay, we're selling a dream. We're selling, okay, where's the little round button? Okay, I got the round button. I got that. And smaller round button. That one there. Perfect. Okay. All right, thanks. Okay. In 1950, the average home size was 983 square feet. Okay. 2004, it was 2349. I have no idea what it is now, but I pulled these off the National Builders Association site. And you know, a lot of people say, well, I buy houses, I sell houses. A lot of agents say, well, yeah, I sell houses. I sell people a home, a property. Well, I'm not so sure that we're selling homes, because if you look at it, the U.S. is number 4 as far as largest houses. We're beat out by Canada. Got any Canadians here? Got a few Canadians over here in this set. Okay, Canadian has the most rooms in the house, followed by New Zealand, the United Kingdom, and then the United States. Okay. But if you can look all the way down there, there's a whole lot of people who are living in a lot less. I think Finland's the average home size is about 1,000 square feet. Well, in 1950, the family size was just over 3 children, so 3.2 children. And we've dropped. We're down here around 2.1 or whatnot. So houses have gotten bigger, families have gotten smaller. Anybody ever lived in a tent before, or a cabin for an extended length of time? Got a few people. I spent 9 months in a tent in the Army. I know that you can live with 5 guys and about this big. You know, if it was a home, a tent would probably do the trick. Keeps the rain off. You got a stove inside. It keeps you warm. Gives you a little bit of privacy. Place to sleep. You know, and to put your uniforms or your junk. Well, what we're in the business of doing, or should be, and most people don't realize, is we are selling a lifestyle. Okay? I've got a lot of people who come to me and say, Randall, my property is not selling. You know, it's just not moving. We're not getting enough people through it. And the first thing I do is I say, where are you marketing it to? Where do you have it listed at? Well, we've got it on the MLS. Okay, that's good. KSL and Craigslist are great places. There's a few things you need to do to make this work for you. What is this? This is a great room. Okay, this is one of our. Can we turn this front line off? Is there one of those there? Okay, that's a pretty decent room, isn't it? That's the other side of it. It's kind of big, so I tried to get it all. So it's a great room. All right. Now, unfortunately, most real estate agents are going to say, large family room, front room, or they might say great room. And that's okay, I mean, that's what it is, right? It's a great room. Well, in this business, you have my permission to anoint yourself with the title PhD in real estate. Because what we want to do is pilot higher and deeper. Okay? That's what we do, pilot higher and deeper. So, and this works, and this is why. This is one of our properties. If you looked up there on the top, it's selling for, we listed it for $319,900, had it under contract in a week. It's under contract for $313,800. Okay? And there's a few things that are notable about that. The first one is that every agent in the area told me we would never get more than $280,000 for the property. Okay, that was the ultimate that we were going to get. We ran our numbers off of 280 because we wanted to be safe. What's the span between 280 and 313? Almost 314. It's not bad, is it? A little bit of extra cash there, and selling it quick is good. Went under contract, I think it's 6 or 7 days for $33, almost $34,000 more than we had planned. We would have made money. We would have been happy at 280. At 313, I'm just shy of ecstatic.
Is this the one you put the carriage hardware on the?
I did. Yeah, and I should have put that picture up there. We talked about carriage hardware last month, I think. All right. One of the things that you need to do is this have a laser on it? Oh, good. Okay. When your agent is inputting your listing, they're going to come up with something here that says, warning, public remarks of greater than 255 characters might be carried on to the next page. Who cares? I don't care if my...
I care. When I am being the buyer's agent, it drives me crazy.
Yeah, but you know what?
I get 2 sheets of paper.
But that's okay. And let me tell you why. What are we in the business of?
Selling.
Making money.
No, what are we selling? Lifestyle. We're selling lifestyle and a dream, okay? This is what it looks like for me. Okay? This is this one that I did right here. All right? It's huge. I know that. And I put the same thing on KSL and Craigslist and 22 other sites. In fact, about 40% of my buyers come from out of town because they see it on Craigslist or KSL and they get their agent. And this is where I'm full of crap, all right? And I mean, you can tell I've got it piled higher and deeper, but it's true. Spacious remodeled castle nestled in your own private forest. Has 10 trees in the backyard. High up in desirable East Bountiful neighborhood. Next to the golf course with incredible valley and lake views. The views are incredible from the roof. Otherwise, you can see it, but it's not huge. It's about, you can see the lake about this big. Carriage doors and lifetime epoxy floor makes the garage a real beauty and the perfect carriage house for your European sports car. What am I selling? What am I painting? What am I doing? Lifestyle. The Jag, the MG, whatever it is they want, the Ferrari. It's going to fit in there. It's going to be nice. It's stylish, okay? Then we come down here and we say, all right, for the queen of the house, and just in time for the holidays, a grand entry leads to a lavish chef's kitchen with imported travertine tile, crown molding, deluxe Brazilian granite counters. Now, this is one of the things that's interesting. When you go buy granite, all that granite comes from somewhere. It comes from South America, it comes from Brazil, it comes from Italy, it comes from India. Probably most of it comes from India, but it depends on which area of the world you're at. So one of the things that you can do is instead of saying granite, because everybody has granite these days, right? Now we've all got granite countertops, or we see them everywhere. We have Brazilian granite, deluxe, okay? That's important. That's got to be better than just granite. It's Brazilian, okay? So that's important. Then I talked about the custom cook's island, which basically meant that I took 2 cabinets, put them together, stuck them out in the middle of the kitchen, and slapped some granite on it. Now it's a custom cook's island. So it says basically, and I talk about the Jenner ovens, you know, the dual ovens and all the Jenner stuff. By the way, I got dual ovens, range top, and dishwasher for somewhere between $1,600 to $1,800 total, looking on KSL. I went to KSL and some other would-be investor had bought this nice new Jenner double oven, but ran out of money on his rehab and lost the house, but he put the oven at his dad's. He stored it in his garage. So instead of paying $2,500, I paid him $1,000, and he was happy to have it. So basically what we're doing is we're saying, okay, this makes hosting the holidays with family and friends not only easy, but memorable as well. Seller not responsible for jealous relatives. Okay? So I've painted a picture. Here's the lifestyle. You're going to go live in this house. You're going to park your sports car in the garage. You've got a grand entry. It's not just a front entrance. It's not just a front door. But it's a grand entry. It's 10 feet by 12. Okay? It's grand, but it's got a vaulted ceiling. All right, so we painted that picture. And once you're there, you're going to cook in your lavish, not just regular kitchen, but your lavish kitchen with all of those appliances. Any of you women, would you like to cook in a lavish kitchen? Doesn't a lavish kitchen sound a little bit better than just the kitchen? You know, that's what's important. So, and you can go through there and basically, I can tell you this works. Matt, do you remember the house you sold us on Texas Street? Yep. We sold that for, I think, $500, $515, something like that, right when the market tanked. Yeah. And I was worried. And I was worried because it was the only house on the street that had a metal roof, and I think that was the highest price that any of them sold on that street as well. But what do? Your feet will caress stone kissed by Tuscan gods. Okay? Wow. Martha Stewart would be jealous of your kitchen accoutrements. You know? You have a forever roof. You don't ever have to worry about snow or rain. This is the last roof that you will ever put on your house. And a page later, who bought that house? A doctor from Denver and her attorney husband, because they wanted a forever roof and they wanted to make Martha Stewart jealous. You know, and everybody wants to dance on stone kissed by Tuscan gods.
Brad, are you sure you don't have a double PhD?
No,
So,
he has a master's.
When we're selling, we're not selling houses, we're not selling homes, we're not selling property, we are selling lifestyle. If you're selling land, you're not selling land, you're selling the idea of what can be done with that land. You know, can't you just see the horses grazing, you know, in this barren desert, you know, oasis? But a well will turn this into an oasis. I guess, how would I spin that? I guess you could say, you'll be reminded of the Arabian Nights as you huddle around your oasis in the middle of the desert. There's always something you can say. Just remember, we're here to sell lifestyle. We're here to sell a dream. And so when you're marketing your property or your agent's marketing your property, remember that. Paint a picture. Okay? A picture is worth 1,000 words, and a really good picture is probably worth, 10,000 words. But use both of them. We're selling a lifestyle. So when you want to sell your property, that's what's really important. I've had people that have called me and said, we're not getting anybody through. I had somebody call me this week. Nobody through our property. I looked at what they had written, and it was almost like they were afraid of using their 255 characters. I think they had 75. Nice remodel, quiet street. So we punched it up a little bit. Probably made all the buyers agents upset. Sorry, don't like to do that. They don't like music either on the tours, I know, because it takes forever. But we punched it up, and they got 14 people through in a week because we're selling lifestyle. So that's one of the biggest things that I can tell you. One of the most important things you might learn from me is if you're selling a lifestyle, if you're selling a dream, if you say, well, I can't write, find somebody who can. There's plenty of people here in Utah who kiss the Blarney Stone. Okay? It just pretty much goes with living here in Salt Lake. Find some student, put it on KSL and say, I'm looking for the most outlandish, outrageous job of spinning my property. I'll pay you 20 bucks. I mean, heck, if you call me and say, Randall, would you do this for us? You send me the pictures and pay me 20 bucks, I'd probably do it for you too, because I have a lot of fun doing it. But it's, there's plenty of people out there that love to kiss the Blarney Stone day after day. So, is our sponsor here?
We'll let Dusty go next.
So, without further ado, I would like to introduce Dusty Smith, who is on our board.